Representing Hungary.
And now the Hungarians.
For Emese, László.
The task for these competitors here is to finish in the top 24 and make it through to the free program. These two finished in 29th of the 30 who started out the compulsory dance, so plenty of work to do. Their first senior international competition, so very much a learning process. 18-year-old Emese László and 21-year-old Máté Fejes from Hungary.
A little bit of a stutter there from Máté as he came out of that spin. That's the midline step sequence completed. Not a lot of speed across the ice. And technically, obviously not as challenging as some of the ones we're going to see later. Straight line lift, good balance there.
Deep rhythm captivates me. Hot rhythm stimulates me. Can't help but swing it, boy. Swing it, brother, swing. Don't stop the diddle daddle. Stop this foolish rattle. Come on, swing the gate. Swing it, brother, swing. I'm
Well, there's the twizzles, drifting apart a little bit, and not particularly fast across the ice.
Hurry up and send me, let me go to town. Don't stop the diddle daddle. Stop this foolish rattle. Come on, swing the gate. Swing it, brother, swing.
Out of sync at the beginning of this circular step sequence.
Emese László and Máté Fejes from Hungary. First time in the World Championships. And getting used to being in the big league. Thanks for all your emails. Keep them coming. Remember, skating.eurosport@yahoo.com is the address. Skating.eurosport@yahoo.com. We've had some entertaining ones. Some are having a pop at us, me particularly. And most of you seem to be enjoying it, but any issues you want to bring up, please continue to do so.
Yeah, it's always great to hear from you. Well, a brave effort from these two. You can see really very much still juniors. They were only managed 20th in Junior Worlds last year, and the transition from junior to senior, often we see quite a challenge. Super on the first part, the blues, Minnie the Moocher, the music, but I thought they came into their own really on the swing. Could have upped the tempo on the circular step a little bit more, but a good spin at the beginning, just a little bit of a stutter from him on the way out. Over the toe there, you see how to put the foot down on that last rotation.
Deep rhythm captivates me. Hot rhythm stimulates me. Can't help but swing it, boy. Swing it, brother, swing.
Warm welcome to viewers on British Eurosport. Welcome, because we're moving through the original dance now. The British number ones have gone, Philip Péchalat, Green and Philip Poole. The good news is they lead at the moment. It may not last for too long, but they are leading at the moment. We've had 8 now. This is the 8th couple, Emese, László and Máté, Fejes, who've just completed their original dance, which is of course a combination of the 20s, 30s and 40s. You can pick what you want. Simon Reed alongside Chris Howarth to take you through that. Good news for the Brits.
Certainly is, yeah. They're where they want to be and they want to stay there, certainly until the end of this group. And if they can move up a place or two, we'll find out early on in group number 3. But all going in the right direction for the Brits.
For those who don't know the format, 30 have made it through to the original dance. Those finishing between 21 and 30th are in the first 2 groups. There's a random draw within that. Then the next 2 groups are those between 11th and 20th. And the final shakedown in, what, a couple of hours' time, bit more, well, between the top 10. The leaders at the moment, Oksana Domnina, Maxim Shabalin.
Original dance scores for László and Máté Fejes of Hungary. It's
34.44, not good. The Brits still will lead. These 2 will slot in 6th place of the 8 that we've had so far. 24 will make it through to the free dance, and it's looking certain now that Péchalat, Green and Philip Poole will be amongst those 24.
The next couple represents Estonia.
Here a couple who are in jeopardy, need to perform here in 23rd place. Number 24 making it through. They're from Estonia. Caitlin Mallory and Kristian Rand. If you weren't watching a rather shocking story about Kristian, who severed 3 toes while mowing the lawn in his grandparents' garden. He didn't have any shoes on, and so he has special boots for him to skate, and it's a formidable performance that he is able to skate.
Absolutely, and to skate at this level, compete in a world championships, quite incredible. He must have thought his career was over when the accident happened. And it's a super start from these 2. Bit of ragtime from the 1920s to get us underway. Oh, super speed on that first set of twizzles. Couldn't quite match it when they're rotating clockwise, slightly more difficult. Beautiful use of the knees and the edges through that midline step sequence.
Pleasing performance. It really is an amazing story. That accident happened last summer. But you wouldn't, unless we told you about it, know about it. And that is a tribute to Kristian Ran. 14th in the Europeans. Are they going to make the final shakedown in the free dance?
Yeah, really hope so. They skated that very, very well indeed. Technically not as difficult, of course, as some of the ones we're going to see, not as fast across the ice. But boy, oh boy, what they did very, very well. Beautiful use of the knee bends. Really, really deep edges in places, particularly through the diagonal step sequence it was, not the midline one, the diagonal step sequence, their third element of the program. Of course, through that step sequence, they can change hold. On the midline one, they mustn't touch. So it's all about synchronization on that one. But they kept the character going all the way through. Here's the synchronized twizzles. Good speed on that first set. Now on the back outside one, slightly more difficult. That you can see she's struggling a little bit. Slightly loose with the free leg, and the synchronization not as good as it might have been. Of course, the judges, they'll look at that, analyze it. This was a super element. The second element kept the speed going through the change of positions perfectly over the skate. Really, really good. No loss of speed, and well centered through that spin. And there's the one lift. Remember, you can do two. They opted just to do the one. Straight line lift. Mustn't be more than 6 seconds. So if you've got a stopwatch handy, you can time the lifts. If it's more than 6 seconds, they're going to get a deduction.
Igor Spielband and Marina Zueva, who trained them at Canton near Detroit. 45.69. And those are the best scores so far. And they do move above the Brits. So that's not good news. Credit to these two, though. Not good news for those back in the UK, but very fine news for Caitlin and Kristian. Last to go in this group from Australia. National champions for the last 2 years. 18-year-old Danielle O'Brien and 20-year-old Gregory Merriman. 27th place for them. You ever do the Lindy Hop, Chris?
Not lately.
Promise you'll do it before the end of the week. It would be a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a pretty sight. Safely through the first element, just out of sync at the end.
I'm just a baby in this business of love. I'm a move on. Doesn't matter tonight. I can take your last dollar, but that's no what a dollar sign. Get away from heaven above. But I'm just a baby in this business of love. I'm a sweet papa, you know that something said, never let go. I'm just a baby in this business of love. I'm just a baby. Nobody else but me.
Danielle O'Brien, Gregory, Merriman. Must be quite an experience whenever they come to World Championships, because of training in Sydney as they do. Wonderful city, but not exactly a hotbed of ice dance. Of course, they get tapes in of the major competitions, but difficult to know what you're dealing with until you suddenly come to a place like LA. You see the couples you're training alongside, and boy, that really is a danger to the head.
Yeah, when you look at it as well, they don't get out an awful lot. They've only really competed in junior internationals apart from 4 continents the last couple of years, where they finished 10th twice in a row. So they're not really moving up the ladder, which is not great news for them. 27th last year. 3 times junior national champions. Always been at the top of the game in Australia, and you're dead right, Simon. It is tough. But I thought the first half of this, they did a great job. We're looking at the synchronized twizzles there. Just lost it a little bit on the second set. First set was very good indeed. And then the last 2 elements let them down slightly. In fact, in the circular step sequence, there was a twizzle in there, and it looked as though she did one too many twizzles, so they lost the synchronization there, and an awful lot of travel on the spin, which was right down in front of the judges. And there it is. There's that twizzle where, in fact, she came out early. But quickly back into the step sequence. She's got a lovely character. Here's that final lift. And by my reckoning, it was under 6 seconds, so no deductions in there. Nothing too challenging.
By the way, the free dance is tomorrow night, and we'll show it to you on Saturday morning, 8:30 in the UK, 9:30 Central European. If you can't watch it live, then record it, or if you're going away, not able to be with your television set, don't forget to get onto the player at eurosport.yahoo.com. Subscribe to the player, and then you can watch it wherever you are. And if you've got HD, use it. Sky Channel 412. From all accounts, it is fantastic back home watching the skating on HD. So 5th place for O'Brien and Merriman. And that brings to the end the second group. So we can get a rundown pretty shortly of how the thing has shaken down after the first 10 couples. Not necessarily good news for the UK. Caitlin, Mallory and Kristian ran, overtaking them a better original dance, and their lead quickly evaporated. But they're in 2nd place, so that could turn again on the free dance tomorrow. And the good news is that they're going to be in the top 24 for sure. And it could be that maybe 1 or 2 of the couples who are still to go don't perform, and they might get back their place and move up. So the Zambonis are doing their job. We'll be back with plenty more, including the highlight of the pairs after this. Welcome back. Shortly ready to go for the 3rd group. Watching the original dance here from the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Crowd building up. It's Kristen Fraser, who skates with Igor Lukanin for Azerbaijan, and the Italians Cappellini and Lanotte. First to go will be the Germans, Carolina and Danielle Hermann. Then the French, Blanc and Pierre-Loup Bouquet. Then the Italians, Cappellini and Lanotte. Then the couple from Azerbaijan, Kristen Fraser, Igor Lukanin. And then from Lithuania, Catherine Kopli and Davidas Stagniūnas. What? Sorry, Chris.
I was going to say there's some entertaining routines in this group. It's going to be a lot of fun. Particularly watch out for the couple from Azerbaijan. It's you can tell from the outfit straight away that it's going to be different, and I can assure you it is if you didn't see it at the European Championships. And the Italians, watch out for them as well. Free dance is fantastic from these two. I'm looking forward to that.
One more plug for the emails, skating.eurosport@yahoo.com. And the Lithuanians in their 3rd Worlds, 14th last year
the 2009 European Championships.
10th in the Europeans
In 2006,
in Helsinki.
She is American and he is Lithuanian. Off ice, they enjoy music, traveling, and sports.
She's from Cincinnati, but they've made terrific progress in the last couple of years. Catherine Copley and Davidas Stagniunas.
Yeah, really strong team. You're going to see some great ice coverage from them. They're a tall couple, so powerful.
And also, you've got to make sure that you keep your own self, your own little teddy bear. Now, here's the key. You can take this home if you want, or you can throw it out on the ice and your favorite skater or with their favorite routine. You want to remind you? Just tie a little string on the foot here, curl it out, just pull it back in. You can use it the whole day. It's economical when you do these tough times.
Just a little ragged there, but it does promise to be fun.
We got some flags in here. I'm gonna support the USA just because that's the country that's paying.
And if you missed the compulsories, in the next ice resurface, which is in just over an hour, we'll show you the top 4 from the compulsory dance.
There's 1 minute remaining in your
The leaders Oksana Domnina, Maxim Shabalin, second place Tanith Belbin and Benjamin Agosto, making a surprise arrival back in the podium positions after he's suffered a debilitating injury. Third place Tessa Virtue and Scott Moyer from Canada, and fourth Merrill Davis and Charlie White for the USA. So it's going to be very loud at the end here. The Americans, Belbin, Agosto, Davis and White, both in the final group.
Yeah, plenty to look forward to. And if you're wondering where the French are, the defending champions, Delabelle Schoenfelder, unable to participate due to her shoulder injury that was sustained in the gala of the Grand Prix finals. So wherever they are, we wish them the very best and hope they can get back to tip-top form for next season.
couples. This warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
One email in from David Franks talking about the pairs. Do the landings put too much strain on the ladies' legs and carry too much risk of spinal and head injuries? Well, it has happened. That's for sure.
If it goes wrong, it's not a pretty sight in the pairs. And the girls are starting to cope, I think, much better with stresses and strains from those throws. The off-ice training is getting better and better, and the understanding of the stresses and strains is better too.
So onwards and upwards into this third group we go, and we start with the couple in 20th place, 12th in the Europeans in Helsinki. Shocked a lot of people with their arrival here because they won German nationals from Dortmund, and they also do some training in Vancouver. That's a good place to train at the moment. Carolina Hermann and her brother Danielle.
I'd be lost without you. You're the starch in my collar, you're the lace in my shoe. You will always be my necessity, I'd be lost without you. Oh, most men tell love tales, and each phrase love tales. You heard each known way, this way is my own way, dear. You're the sail of my love boat, you're the captain and crew. You will always be my necessity, I'd be lost without you.
Happy feet in the end, and it certainly looked a happy performance. An attractive couple, an attractive routine. Simple, but very enjoyable.
Yeah, I think it was simple and effective. I really love the quality of her skating in particular. I think Carolina's got a fantastic, natural, soft quality, and really seems to have a weight over the skate, always on the right part of the skate on every turn. Danielle a couple of times struggling a little bit, but on the whole, I thought that was a great package, and they really couldn't have performed that any better at all. She's got a marvellous charisma as well.
Yeah, she has something special.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I think they did themselves proud, and maybe it made some people sit up and take notice.
Is my own way, dear, you're the sail of my love.
So another look at some of the highlights from the program. There's the lift. Remember, 6 seconds on the lift. She's getting the blade to the head to get a level on that. Great control from him, no wobbles, and smoothly in and out. The transitions always very, very important. Here's those synchronized twizzles, catching the foot behind to get the level up. Good speed, stopping the rotation very well. Free leg in front on the back outside ones at the end, and spotting the end of those well too. It was quite a polished routine. This was difficult. The entry into that pair spin at the end, very, very difficult. He'll never make the cricket team, will he?
No. Now what's that?
Not sure.
Okay.
Something pre-planned.
She's looking it up.
Rose.
She's looking it up.
Good for her. Well, they're one place ahead of Péchalat, Green and Philip Poole. I don't sense there's going to be any change. One place before this original dance. I would imagine these two are going to lead. Yeah, good marks. Comfortably the best marks we've had so far, so they extend their lead over those who have skated before them. Season's best, 75.54. That is, well, nearly 5 marks better than Caitlin Mallory and Kristian Rand, who now are in second place. Péchalat, Green and Philip Poole in third.
The next couple here representing France. Let's welcome Zoe Blanc and Pierre.
Now to the couple in 19th place, and they may feel a little threatened after what they saw from the Hermanns. First World Championships for them, the substitutes for Delabelle and Schoenfelder. Zoe Blanc and Pierre-Loup Bouquet. Unmistakable voice of Louis Armstrong.
Element completed well, but not as difficult as the Germans.
Old empty bed, spring's hard as lead, feel like old Ned, wish I was dead. What did I do to be so black and blue? Even the mouse ran from my house, laugh at you and scorn you too. What did I do to be so black and blue?
be so black and blue.
Zoe Blanc and Pierre-Loup Bouquet from Lyon in France. It is so subjective at this level, but I have to say I didn't enjoy that quite as much as the Germans.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it actually, and it's a toss-up between the two. When it started, I wasn't too sure, but as it progressed, I was sort of drawn into the routine, and I thought the choreography, particularly into that midline step sequence, was very, very good indeed, using the little nuances of the music there. Super choreography, and they kept your interest going with great timing on the synchronized twizzles just before that, and the rotational lift at the end, very good as well indeed. I didn't see any deductions in there. I don't honestly think the program was quite as difficult as the Germans. Certainly the first element, without a doubt, the spin, we see it here. Remember that difficult entry the Germans did, and then they changed direction in the spin, and there was another change of position, I think. So they may suffer a little bit from that. If the judges are looking for excuse, that could be enough. But boy, oh boy, there's not much between them, is there?
A real bonus for them. They finished fourth in French nationals, and the couple who finished above them, Tara Finley and Benoit Huichat, who were 19th at Europeans, weren't selected here. And it looks like they've taken it with arms outstretched.
They certainly have. This is lovely, keeping the momentum going by great use of the knees and the edges, back inside, change of edge, lovely power pulls through there, really working the skates.
The scores, please, for Zoe Blanc and Pierre-Loup.
So,
The original dance score.
anxious moments for them right now. The Hermann scored 48.89.
Not enough.
It's 48.24.
It's going to be very tight. Remember, they had the lead.
It's 75.40.
Now it's second place.
Second place.
They'll drop a place. The Germans looking good. And the smile disappearing fast from Zoe.
They are here competing on behalf of Italy.
Now,
How about a warm
here are the Italians who were a delight in the compulsory. 11th place for them. They were 10th in the world last year. They do not want to drop. This is a crucial stage here. They want to deny the judges the chance of taking them out of the top 10. Anna Cappellini, Luca Lanotte for Italy. Wow. Not much lift out there. It got better and better for me. And the twizzles at the end, absolutely extraordinary. So quick. And so precise. Cappellini and Lanotte for Italy. It's gone down very well here at the Staples Centre.
It certainly has. It kept your imagination and your interest right from the off, didn't it? I love it. There's a freedom and a class about these two. I could sit and watch them skate all day. I don't think that was quite as polished as they did it at the European Championships. Looked almost as if they were giving it a little bit too much, and looked a little untidy in places. The unison between them, the finesse and the lines just not matching all the time. But on the whole, fantastic piece of music where you've really got to give it the max, and they did just that. She really is wonderful to watch. There's so much personality out there. It's that midline step sequence, the twizzles there in opposite directions. Lovely natural skating quality. They know just how to make the skates work and get the most out of every edge. Look at that, working on the power pulls through there. Difficult turns all the way through into back outside twizzles. And the chemistry between the two of them works really well too. You really feel that they're having just a ball out there.
Yeah, he's not short on personality, isn't it? It is the man's job to present the lady, and she is some lady, as you said. Charisma to burn, but he's got plenty himself. He's just not making up the numbers.
No, he really is part of the team. And he knows how to sell her. Those synchronized twizzles, I was hoping we'd get a shot of those, because their second set were forward outside ones, which are mighty difficult, particularly at the end of the program.
She doesn't look too thrilled by what they did, but the scores are going to confirm them surely in first place. 56, yes, way clear anything we've had. 8 marks better than anything, so they're going to extend their lead over the couples who've gone, and they want to still be in front when this group and the next group finish. So first place for Cappellini and Lanotte. Here's a look for the difference. The granny look from Kristian Fraser.
She spent too much time with you.
Cheap shot. They've been together for over a decade. Still as fresh as new from these two. But they've taken a bit of a slide in the rankings. They were 11th last year in the Worlds in Gothenburg. And they go into this original dance in 14th place. Kristian Fraser, Igor Lukanin. Just an awkward moment as they come out of that first twizzle. Well, that was a bunch of fun. Love the originality there. Chris will tell us how difficult it was, but it went down well. Maybe one or two errors. I certainly saw one at the end of the twizzles, and looking across at Chris, I don't think he's overjoyed by it.
No, I sense that Kristian was nowhere near as sharp as she normally is. It is a lot of fun, and it's in places quite difficult, but it wasn't crisp, it wasn't sharp as they can do it normally. Even the rotation on the spin after the last part where they changed position, the rotation very, very slow, the mistake on the synchronized twizzles. Felt the rotational lift could have been a bit faster, and just look at the expression on her face. I think she knows that wasn't a good skate, and she won't mind me saying that, because she'd be the first to criticize the performance. They can do better than that.
No, you've obviously got it spot on. Nikolai Morozov would normally be greeting them with glee. That wasn't the case. Love this.
It's a great idea, really super. The idea with the costume and the outfits, and she doesn't have the best posture in the world, so to go along with this is a great idea, but went all wrong on these twizzles, and they're going to get crucified for that. Got it back quickly, but even then, she did one more turn than he did. Yeah, he just felt from the beginning it was not comfortable from the off, and skaters have those days when you go out there and you think, hang on a minute, something's not quite right. I feel like I've got somebody else's boots on. You don't feel like you're over the skate and you have real control like you would like to, and that's just what it looked like to me. And then you start holding back and the confidence goes, and you can't afford to do that.
Yeah, they look very deflated.
I think it was her. I think he was okay. I just think that Kristian wasn't really over the skate tonight.
They haven't helped themselves, I have to say. I don't like some of the acting that goes on in the Kristian cry, but they haven't helped themselves with the way they've greeted it. I love honesty, but sometimes there's a place for a little bit of acting. So 48.06, it's the third best. Hermann's a much better than that, but they stay above them because of what happened yesterday rather than what happened today. Tough to take.
The next couple is here representing Lithuania. Here are Catherine Copley and David.
A chance for these two to move up, 2 places behind them. Just having a look at the mark, they got 30.35 in the compulsory, these two 28.47, so there is a chance for Catherine Copley and Davidas Stagniūnas from Lithuania to move above the couple from Azerbaijan, who I sense are going to drop, and maybe dropping a few places. The Music, the soundtrack from Swing Kids.
Straight away you can see there's a sharpness here and a lightness on their feet. It creates such a great impression. Look at the speed of those twizzles. Oh, just lost it a little bit on the second set, not too bad. Oh yeah, great balance point on the lift.
Not sure about the final lift. That looked dicey, which is a shame because nothing looked dicey about the couple of minutes leading up to that. And as you said, very sharp at the beginning. There was a real edge about their performance, and I enjoyed it. Catherine Copley, Davidas Stagnunas, I think they're going to be moving up.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they didn't. For me, that was in a different league. There was a sureness of foot, deft of touch, a real a lightness, a bounce, a joy, and technically difficult. The synchronized twizzles at the beginning, perhaps they lost it a little bit on the second set of twizzles. The spin was excellent, really, really difficult, and they kept it going right to the end. I think this is the set of twizzles now. Let's see if it seemed okay on the first set, maybe a little bit off. Now, do they lose synchronization a little bit there? Yeah, don't come out quite in sync, but not too bad. Really using every beat of the music. This I thought was wonderful. Such a great balance point there. You can imagine practicing that, working out how to get it just right.
Yeah.
Hours spent out on the ice. Now for these two to get to the next level, for me, they've got to take these shots and really scrutinize where the free leg is, so they really are matching all the time, because there's places where it just looked a little untidy, but their quality of skating is really, really good enough to get them up into the top 10. But they've got to just really focus on the detail now.
Well, with the right people, Igor Spielbaum and Marina Zueva, who trained them in Canton. She, of course, from Cincinnati originally. But they've seen a chance here for teaming up and skating under the Lithuanian flag.
The original dance scores for Catherine Copley.
49-79. How does that compare with Fraser and Luukkonen? Very close. It is very close indeed.
They're currently in third.
They're going to drop just behind them, but so close as that there's hardly any difference. They beat them though on the original dance. That's the important thing, and they are on the move figuratively.
The Italians be looking to try, if they possibly can, and get inside that top 10. That's a big mark for them. That'll be a great achievement. That's got to be their goal here in Los Angeles. Great atmosphere building.
Yep. Remember, no medals decided tonight, but we'll have a very good idea who's going to get the medals tomorrow. He's got some hair. And she's made a big effort. If you just tuned in, music from the 20s, 30s or 40s, they can choose the rhythm they want. These two have chosen a Charleston and a foxtrot, all from the soundtrack from Chicago. The champions from Ukraine, Anna Cappellini and Sergei Verbilo. 7th in Europeans, 15th going into this original dance.
Wrong coming out of that first set of twizzles, and you can see the speed across the ice from both skaters completely different.
Disgusting, razzle dazzle them, and they'll never catch wise.
Okay, you babes of jazz, let's make the music hot, and let's all drive to hell in a fast car and keep it hot.
Must say, I really enjoyed the routine. I know Chris is going to tell me it was flawed, and I could see the flaws in the twizzles, but that's a routine that captured the imagination. Looked enjoyable to skate and enjoyable to watch, but here again I think the couple know that they can do it better, and there's no great feeling of elation from Anna or Sergei.
The great thing about this performance was they took the theme and they ran with it, didn't they?
Yeah.
From the costume, from their interpretation, they really lived the part. But I know that they won't mind me criticising them, because again it was another skate that was below par. They know they can skate that better. Just looked to me as though they were, from the off, they were just holding back a little bit. I really felt like in the midline step sequence, right at the beginning, they're trying to draw the audience in, trying to draw the judges in, and they could have just sharpened the whole thing up, just given it all a little more. The twizzles weren't good at all because the speed across the ice between them was completely different, so that didn't give a good impression. Little stutter on the end of the lift.
Like the step sequence.
Very good, yeah, I'm not criticizing it, it was very good. The content's there, it just, the polish and the little bits of finish just weren't as good as we've seen from these two in the past, and it's such a shame. I question the music change in the middle of the spin as well. That for me didn't seem to fit. But I love the concept, and as skaters I really respect them. Fantastic lift at the end, and what a finish.
Once again, they haven't got it in them to sell what they've done that strongly. Let's see, Gorshkov, who trains them with Nikolai Morozov, who's preparing other couples right now for their skate. Divide their time between Hackensack with Nikolai Morozov and little rink near Moscow.
The scores, please, for Anna Cappellini and Sergei Verbillo. The original dance score, please.
So, could be third, could be fourth. 46.94. Oh no, it's 6th.
And their total score is 77.
It's 6th on the original dance. They're going to be 4th place. They're not going to be moving upwards, that's for sure. It may be downwards. I think they've been a little lucky to escape with that.
They represent the United States. Let's welcome Emily Samuelson.
Here are the couple who runners-up in American Nationals. But going here is the third American couple. The top two are in the final group, Belbin Agosto and Davis and White. This is Emily Samuelson, just 18 years of age, and Evan Bates, who's 20. Couple for the future, these two. A swing routine for Samuelson and Bates. 13th place going into the original dance.
As you listen to the band, don't you get a bubble? As you listen to them play, don't you get a glow? If you step out on the floor, you'll forget your trouble. If you
that's sharp.
your dance, you'll forget your woe.
Oh yes.
So come, get together, let the dance floor feel your leather. Step as lightly as a feather, let yourself go. Come, hit the timber, loosen up and start to limber. Can't you hear that hot marimba? Let yourself go. Let yourself go, relax, and let yourself go, relax. You got yourself tied up in a knot. The night is cold, but the music's hot, so come, cuddle closer. Don't you dare to answer no, sir. Put your banker, clerk, and grocer. Let yourself go.
Oh, brilliant.
Come, get together, let the dance floor feel your leather. Step as lightly as a feather, let yourself go. Come, hit the timber, loosen up and start to limber. Can't you hear that hot marimba?
Boy, that was some routine. The Americans, of course, very quick, and a lot of them, as you can see, rising to their feet. But not just Americans applauding, because it was so good. The synchronization there, well, it was there for all to see. It was nigh on perfect.
Yeah, I was just thinking while I was watching the program, I criticised the Lithuanians for their attention to detail. Now, that was a lesson in attention to detail. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. These two can skate. You watch them on the warm-up, they're a class act. But that performance, they were at the top of their game today. Super. Well done, guys. They really couldn't have done any more.
First World Championships, and their preparation, skating career really was put on hold because a couple of years ago she fell and he accidentally stepped on her hand, severing her middle finger. They're out for some time. So even though she's 18 and he's 20, in essence they're younger than that. So the world is their oyster, and they showed it here this afternoon.
Yeah, I really hope the judges go with this. I just thought that was amazing. Not technically perhaps as demanding as the Italians. But these two are a couple of places behind the Italian couple who lead at the moment. But just look at these slow motion shots. Absolute perfection for 99% of the time.
Now they've got one thing going for them. They're in America. But the one thing against them is they're the American numbers 3s, and maybe some of the marking will reflect that. But we're hoping as hope that they get the score they need.
Yeah, it's going to be first or second. There's no doubt about that at this stage. And to be honest, I'm a fan of the Italians, but I'd have it ahead of them.
Yeah. 56-33 is what the Italians scored.
The scores, please, for Emily Samuelson.
And there was less than a mark between them in the compulsory. So anything in the 57s is what they're looking for here to take the lead away from the Italians.
The original dance scores for Emily Samuelson
Not good.
of the United States. It's 54.97.
Well, I'm far from an expert, but
and their total score.
I find that difficult to comprehend.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're down on the second mark. I could understand it on the first mark, because I don't think technically it was quite as challenging, but the second mark I think should have been better than the Italians, to be honest.
I think judges missing the point. So rather a sense of deflation now.
A warm welcome now.
But we move on to the couple from the Czech Republic in 17th place going into the original dance. They've had a precarious life in top competitions. And one or two falls, we hope for nothing here. Lucy Myslivakova and Matej Novak from the Czech Republic. Two teenagers, 19 years of age. Some blues and quick step for the Czechs. very raggedy. Well, their first World Championships, they're here for experience. The Czech Federation decided to send these two, who are second in nationals, rather than the couple who beat them, because they wanted the youngsters here to get the experience. So they're certainly soaking that up. It wasn't poor. Just the remark I made was on the twizzles, which really didn't look good. The rest of it better than that.
Yes, it was just okay, wasn't it? It's, as you rightly stated, these are a couple that are here for experience. They're just out of the junior ranks. They've competed in Junior Worlds for the last 4 years, got into the top 10 there. First time at World Championships. It's all about experience. The program, to be honest, quite easy. A lot of the hold at the beginning, quite open. Nothing like the intricacies that we've seen from the Italians or the Americans. And that mistake on the twizzles is going to hurt them. There's no doubt about that. Not a lot of technical difficulty on the spin either. And he knows it.
Yes, he's not exactly wreathed in smiles, is he?
He'll be saying, what the heck happened on those twizzles? They're getting the foot to the head on the lift. Good through there. Not a lot of innovation on that, but cleanly done. And again, a couple with good skating ability. Here's the twizzles. You can see the timing's all over the place now. I think she almost panicked and tried to get back into it, and way too much outside edge on that first twizzle. Almost ended up doing a spin at the end of it. So that is really going to hurt them. They've got plenty of personality. And a good recovery there towards the end of the program, but looked to me in places that she almost gets too much edge on the boot. It looks as though there's not enough support in the boots.
You wouldn't want to be talking to him afterwards. I think the smile's there for all to see now, but there may be a different conversation when they go behind the screen. She may need him as a shield.
But of course, when you sit here and you watch this, you can't really appreciate the hours and hours that goes into making a routine like that and getting it as good as we've seen there. I won't say perfecting it, because they haven't yet. They've got a way to go, but they will take everything that they've learned here in Los Angeles. You can bet your bottom dollar. Take it back to them, to the Czech Republic, and work for next season.
The original dance scores for Lucy Myslivečová.
46.35. Not good. It's going to be 8th place.
And their total score
behind the Ukraine couple, just in front of the Estonians, and it means 8th overall going into the free for the Czechs. And here's a couple who said they were very nervous. She particularly felt nervous in the compulsories. They've had real problems because he's had a recurring knee injury after the 4 continents, had to go back home for more therapy. But says it's much better now. Lying in 18th place, the brother and sister. Skating for Japan, Kathy and Chris Reed. With a name like that, they've got every chance. Music from Cabaret.
A yen, a buck, or a pound, a buck, or a pound, a buck, or a pound is all that makes the world go round. That clinking, clanking sound can make the world go round. Rich and you feel like a nice entertainment, you can pay for a day escapade. If you happen to be rich and alone and you need a companion, you can make ding-a-ling for the mate. If you happen to be rich and you find you are left by your lover, don't you moan and you groan quite a lot. You can take it on the chin, go to cab and begin to recover on your 14-carat yacht. Money makes the world go around, the world go around, the world go around. Money makes the world go around, of that we can be sure. I'm being poor.
Great stuff, really enjoyable, great choice of music, and you can see that they enjoyed skating it, and there's smiles all around the rink. Yeah, there were flaws. The one I noticed was coming out of the midline step sequence, but for the most part, the eyes were riveted on what they were doing, and they were doing it pretty well.
Kathy Reed and Chris Reed of Japan.
Well, they must feel that they've got a chance to move up here, because the Czechs just in front of them didn't skate well, and these two came out. There were mistakes, you're right, and there were places that they've got to improve on, but they have a real chance of moving up one place possibly here. It wasn't a bad skate at all. A lot of enjoyment in the program, and I'm with you, Simon. I think the choice of music was very, very good. It was a brave choice of music, and something that from the off I felt they could have just been a little bit sharper with. The spin was good at the beginning. Here's the lift. I think it was under 6 seconds. It was pretty close. I was trying to time it, but it's I'm pretty sure it was under the 6 second mark. Diagonal step sequence I thought could have been sharper. It's a great piece of music, and you've really got to hit every one of those beats as sharp as you possibly can. Synchronized twizzles were okay, perhaps a little loose, and I felt towards the end of the program Chris just lost his way a little bit. It all got a little bit loose and a little bit edgy, and I felt a bit like Morozov there. He's doing a commentary, isn't he?
Poor coaching allowed here, unlike in some sports.
I like the hair now. Только какие оценки ставить, у них 39 лучший результат, видел? Все подумают, что ошибка.
Well, they certainly seem happy with things, and I think, to be honest, they probably couldn't have performed the program much better. But they'll take the video of this and watch it over and over again and look for places where they can just tighten it up.
Well, the Czechs scored 46-35.
The original dance scores for Kathy Reed.
Good stuff.
So they're going to be moving above them. And the judges appreciating what they saw. They may have been nervous in the compulsory, didn't sense the nerves here this afternoon. New season's best for them, and they'll very probably be moving up. Yes, 6th place is good. With 11 to go, so you'd assume they're going to finish in 17th, going into the free tomorrow. Now to the couple from Israel.
On behalf of Israel, let's welcome now Alexandra Zaretsky and Roman Zaretsky.
They were 12th in the compulsories, 9th in the Worlds last year, so looking to move up. Would have been a disappointing result for them to finish in 12th place, so important here that they can establish a bit of a comeback. Bit of Lindy Hop and some swing from Alexandra and Roman Zaretsky. A couple originally coached by their parents, but now coached by Galit Chait and Sergei Sakhanovsky. Good timing. Really strong. They really went at that from first moment to last. Alexandra and Roman Zaretsky. And normally I would feel they might be under threat because the Americans were so good, but the judges didn't go for it. The Americans, Emily Samuelson and Evan Bates, who were lying just a place behind them. So the Zaretskys should be all right.
I'm not so sure, and there's 0.34 between them, I think, going into this original dance. So it's really, really close. I felt that was a really easy program, particularly that midline step sequence, the second to last element. Not an awful lot of content in there at all. He lost it on the end of the spin, lost a little bit of momentum there, had to put his foot down. Synchronized twizzles were okay, the circular step sequence was okay. Again, technically not demanding. It was an entertaining program, almost an exhibition for me, this. A lot of times I felt like they were skating apart a bit too much. The slow-mos of the twizzles, hands behind the back, making it more difficult all the time. Those forward-outside ones are really, really tough. But they know how to sell a program, all right. And they did that right from the off. But I think the judges are looking deeper than that and looking at the technical content.
They certainly sold it well.
They did. Super energy. Memories of Galit when she used to skate, always at 100 miles an hour.
And there she is. Now the score, they need to be about 54.97. That's in second place. The lead score from Cappellini and Lanotte, 56.33.
The original dance score, please.
No, 54.19. And the Americans are going to leapfrog over them.
I think that's absolutely right. I think it's really good judging.
And their total score is 87.04.
Yep. Third place. Not where they wanted to be. So they're probably going to move from 12th down to 13th.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now have
27 years old.
Welcome back. They are on the ice right now, the leaders, and how exciting it must be. Probably too exciting for Oksana Domnina and Maxim Shabalin of Russia. Fourth to go in this group. They must be buzzing right now, Chris.
Yeah, certainly. It looked as though they overcooked it a little bit there. Just going through the section with the twizzles in, and he had a bit of a problem there. I want to do that on the performance itself.
Represent Russia. They are the 2009 European champions. And
Yana Koklova, Sergei Nowitzki, reigning European champions, third in Helsinki last year.
in the city.
We had an email from someone who describes herself as a skating mum about the use of props and the, what she says, excessive use of theatrical costumes. Seems to be the norm now. When did it start happening? Well, it is only specifically for this.
Well, the use of the props, the hats, the scarves and stuff like that is specific to the rhythm dance for the 1920s, 30s and 40s. The rules actually say props that are part of the costume and are characteristic for the chosen music are allowed, i.e. hats, headbands, ribbons, etc. So that's specific for this year. Doesn't mean to say that they'll be able to wear props or use props next season.
And one more.
couples. There is 1 minute remaining.
From Donatas from Lithuania. Welcome aboard. And she says there's going to be no compulsories next year. Do you think it's a mistake, and do you believe that the discipline can be returned to later on? I don't think it's going to be returned, but do you think it's a mistake?
No, just to clarify the point, there will be compulsories next season. It's after Olympics, there will be no more compulsories. From what I understand, they're looking at changing the original dance. So there's a section of the original dance would be the same for everybody. So it'd almost be like a mini compulsory. And in the second half of the program, you get the freedom to be creative and put your own little personality into it. So I think that's quite a good idea. We'll have to see what happens. It's not decided yet.
It's all part of the reducing of the days of competition. It is frighteningly expensive. You can just imagine to have skaters from all over the world. And in this day and age, anything to reduce expense is necessary, even in World Figure Skating Championships. Nathalie Péchalat and Fabian Bourzat will be the second skaters to go. So it's the Canadians first, Crone and Poirier, then Péchalat and Bourzat for France, then Caron and Just from France. The leaders, Domnina and Shabalin for Russia, and then Koklova and Nowitzki from Russia. So this is the penultimate group, but don't be confused in thinking these are the 6th to 10th best skaters. These are a random draw between these last two groups.
The next couple represents Canada.
And here
Please
are
welcome
two
now
teenagers
Vanessa Crone and
for Canada.
Poirier.
She's 18, he's 17. first World Championships, they have sprinted into the top 10. It's a terrific performance to get this far. Can they hold on to it? Will they go even further? Some ragtime, fundamentally. Music from Scott Joplin for Vanessa Crone and Paul Poirier.
Really clean edge work and difficult turns through that diagonal step sequence.
How about that? That is trust. Spot on the swivel. Mighty fine. Well, they're two teenagers, but that was such a mature performance in their first World Championships. They've been skating together since they were 10 years old. But not at this level, not at this pressure.
Once again,
so very well done.
Vanessa
You can see why the judges have had to bypass the original sort of situation where you have to earn your rise up the rankings year on year. These have just rocketed from nowhere into the top 10 in the world.
Well, we've had some surprising performances, haven't we, from the young American team and now from the young Canadian team. They shocked us, didn't they, in the compulsories yesterday, and they've come out and done it again. Can't believe it. Just fantastic. Love the concept, the way they use the music, and you were right on the money, Simon, with the synchronized twizzles, the way they use the music. Brilliant. The timing with the music and with each other, absolutely perfect. Spin at the beginning, difficult. Kept the momentum going well. Really over the spot. See the change of direction and straight back into it. Good rotation. And they kept the character going all the way through, didn't they?
He's a fine single skater in his own right. In fact, he was just outside the top 10 in Canadian Nationals this year, senior level. Look at that.
Don't try that one at home. No wonder those boots look a little battered.
Yeah,
this was great. Yeah. Difficult entry, just the nuance of the music there to change direction, holding the foot, making it difficult, arm aloft. And even under the scrutiny of the slow-mo, fantastic. Jumping for joy, and why not?
That was good.
Famous on that.
No, it's fine.
Slightly embarrassed now, Carol Lane, but instinctively, right, there was no acting there.
The original dance scores for Vanessa Crone.
Preparing them for the worst, but it's going to be fine. 54-75.
And their total score is 88.08. They are currently in second place.
It's not good news. The Italians have leapfrogged in front of them. Well, we like them. Didn't like them that much.
Well, I still think the technical score and the technical content of the Italians program was very, very good indeed.
Now to the French champions.
Nathalie, Péchalat, and Fabian Bourzat.
No Belbin and Schoenfelder this year, of course, because of Isabelle's shoulder problem. So these are the #1 French couple, lying in 6th place, the national champions. 7th last year in the world. They go into the original dance in 6th place. Nathalie Péchalat and Fabian Bourzat. Terrific. Obviously good pals with the champions, Danielle and Schoenfelder, but part of them will be relieved that they're out of the way and the opportunity presenting itself here to rise to the top. The French #1s with an outside shot of a medal. The question is, are they going to put themselves in a medal placing position from here going into tomorrow night?
Well, there's no doubt about it. It's the best that we've had so far, but we've still got some great skaters to go. And it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out. Thought it was super right from the off. Now, for any skaters watching this competition back home, that's a great lesson on why you do all the skating exercises. When your coach gets you out there and warms you up and you think, what the heck am I doing all these skating drills for? It's to get skating quality like these two.
Alexander Zulin, world champion some 16 years ago with Maya Usova. Who's coaching them in Moscow. Still very much a center of excellence for ice dance.
Certainly is. What a great start this was. A good shot there of the lift in the spread eagle position. Makes it much more difficult. Really super chemistry between these two. And the thing that really struck me about the whole routine here was that they weren't working at getting the speed and creating the energy. It was easy. Everything very smooth. Well, they made it look easy anyway.
Complicated lift and dismount as well.
The scores, please, for Nathalie Péchalat and Fabian Bourzat.
So the best score so far for the Italians, 56-33.
The original dance score, please.
Should be way in excess of that, and it is. That's good. Even by their standards, that's very good indeed. It's not just a season's best, it's a personal best. And they go, well, 9 points clear at the top. So, job done for Péchalat and Bourzat. Now, their compatriots lying in 9th place.
And Matthew Just
spent a lot of their time in the last few weeks practicing in an American-sized rink, a North American-sized rink, long and narrow, just to get the feel of it. And it's paid off so far. In 9th place in their first World Championships. That's attention to detail for you. Penel Caron and Matthew Just. Plenty of innovation and enjoyment. They really went for it from the word go. So much so that for all their practice in the American-sized rings, I thought in the twizzle that she was going to get into the board. She was so close, and I think it affected her a little bit. But it was good stuff. Penel Caron, Mathieu Josse.
Yeah, certainly a lovely concept, and they did it well. Felt that perhaps we could have got a little bit more character out of Mathieu. He could have sold it a little bit more, particularly sold her a little bit more. And I just felt in places where they were trying to keep up with the music was quite frenetic. It just got a little messy here and there. Again, attention to detail, so important at this level. The spin, they opted for an easier spin, but they did it very, very well. Great speed on it and lots of rotation. Seemed to be a little bit of a stutter from Penel on the diagonal step, and quickly disguised. There was a quick shot of it there. Just occasionally the lines not quite matching. This was a super curved lift. And look at the balance there. He's leaning right back in that cantilever spread eagle position. Really used the music well. Quite sure about the fit of the jacket either. It just, for me, made him look a little bit round-shouldered, because he isn't. That was great, wasn't it? You wouldn't want to get that wrong.
Muriel Zazoui, who trains them in Lyon. Another strong centre for ice dance. Now, it's going to be very close around 9th, 10th place. And the Italians on the march. Italians getting 56.33. They'd want to be in front of that. And they are. They're fine. No harm done there. They're going to be in 2nd place. Season's best, and they kept the Italians and the Canadians at bay. 2nd place for them. That's very good. Now, the leaders. They were superb yesterday.
And Maxime Chabalin.
Very different feel from these two. Let's see how they go. Oksana Domnina, Maxim Chabalin trying to defend 1st place. Very strong start for their midline step sequence.
Really difficult spin.
Just terrific. Their rise to the top this year has been nothing short of outstanding and astounding. They've been, well, he particularly has been plagued by injuries for the last couple of years, particularly a knee injury.
Once again, from Russia,
they missed the Europeans, they missed last year's Worlds. And although he says he can now train almost without any problems, we know that they've been missing at least one practice a week because there's too much strain on that knee, and yet they've come here, first place yesterday. Will it be first place after this afternoon?
Well, I think as the championship progresses here, it's going to be really, really tough for Maxim. And I felt it towards the end of the dance there, halfway through the circular step sequence. Just looked as though he'd lost it slightly. Here, the midline step, very good indeed. If he can't put the hours in, just that sharpness goes. It's the smallest of margins, but that's all it takes in a World Championships. And there at the end of the step sequence, Oksana a little bit over the heel, coming out of the Choctaw towards the end. Really difficult on the spin. Didn't get great speed on this, but she's in a really difficult position there. Thought they could have done with a little bit more speed on the second part. Difficult back in, trying to get the momentum going. You see she's right over the toe, so they've had to recenter here.
Yes. That was the moment I felt for them. But they regrouped really well. Imagine the pressure that puts on his right knee. Both knees have been a big problem for him. Particularly the left knee. He's had 2 surgeries, plus an appendix surgery in late 2007.
His best pal's his doctor, I should think.
Yes.
The scores, please, for Oksana.
Well, it's going to lead. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Yes, the main opposition is coming in the last group.
The original dance score,
64-68. It's not going to lead by that much. They're going to lead, but I wouldn't think that score is going to be the best score we see this afternoon.
And that look says it all, doesn't it? She knows that it may not be enough. It'll be an interesting scenario this afternoon.
One couple still to go.
Please welcome Anna Cappellini.
Last couple in this penultimate group. They lie in 5th place. But it could all close up. Bronze medalists in the European Championships. Sorry, winners of the European Championships. Bronze medal in the World Championships in Gothenburg last year. So can they start making a move on their compatriots? Yana Koklova, Sergei Novitsky from Moscow. Some blues and swing.
Now that is clever. Just a little off on the first set of twizzles. Better on the second set.
Real energy here. Love this step sequence. Well, they made a statement in those 2.5 minutes there. They are not prepared to drop out of medal contention. And just maybe they'll be closing the gap on their Russian compatriots. Yana Kuklova, Sergei Novitsky.
Yeah, that for me was the best performance so far. Really, really good. That opening spin almost defied belief, the way they got that back going again on the third change. Fantastic. One mistake on the twizzles. Not sure how expensive that will be. She was just a little bit off on the first set of twizzles, but everything else very, very good indeed. And going into that diagonal step sequence, the second to last element, they started with a choctaw, and the depth of the edges on that turn, just unbelievable. It's such a difficult element, and they did it so well.
She started out in an ice ballet, a children's ice ballet, till she was about 13. Then she wanted to go into pair skating, started practicing jumps, and the coach saw her and said, no, 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 ice dance for you. And I think that was a pretty shrewd move.
Certainly was. It might have been him, actually. Came out early on those twizzles, I think, on that first one, but all credit to them. They got it back on the second set.
So your first instinct was to blame the woman?
I did, yeah.
Watch for that.
Fantastic lifts. Transitions through the program really good as well. Just a beautifully choreographed routine. Look at that.
Selling it to the max, and they've always been crowd pleasers. Will they be judge pleasers? Irina Zuk alongside them with Alexander Zvinin. Now, best score so far, Domnina Shablin, 64-68. We suspect that's going to be beaten. Will it be beaten by their compatriots here? No, 61-68, it's below the French. The French will be closing the gap on them.
Well, I'm surprised at that. And the second mark is what's done it for them.
They hold off the French, but it's not good. And for presentation like they had, that is quite bizarre. The crowd seeing the Americans. They will be first to go, Tanith and Benjamin, in the final group, and excitingly for them, the leaders have not got a great mark, so they could overtake them. They're just one mark behind them going into this original dance. It really is exciting. Two American couples in this final group. That's how it stands at the moment. Domnina and Shablin leading by, what, 6 marks, but their mark is very reachable, their mark for the original dance. So it's Russia lead, France second and third, Italy fourth at the moment. So Russia first and second, France third and fourth, Italy fifth, but that's going to change after this group.
And Scott Moyer.
The competitors being introduced for this final group. We're on to the third of the five. Belbin and Agosto go for the USA first. Then it's Merrill Davis and Charlie White. Then the Canadians, who are lying in third place, Tessa Virtue and Scott Moyer.
Silver medalists.
Following them will be the Brits, lying in 8th place. Here they are. Sinead and John. 8th place at the moment, but within striking distance.
Began dancing together 9 years ago.
Can they make it through? Bronze medalists, remember, wonderful scenes
And the first skaters from Great Britain
in Helsinki when they won their bronze medal. The reward for so much work.
15 years.
Sinead was saying yesterday they don't feel nearly as nervous here because all through, particularly in the free dance in Helsinki, they felt it was within touching distance and it really affected them, but the pressure is off to a certain extent here at Worlds. And the Italians, who are 1 place above the Brits.
2009 European silver
Federica
medalist.
Fiala, Massimo Scali, and you can bet your bottom dollar these two will be giving it
2002.
plenty.
Their best result being 5th place
Almost as if
in 2000.
these rhythms were made for them.
Trained in the Detroit area in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan.
Couples,
So it'll
there is
be
1 minute remaining. in
the American
your
couples first and second, Canadian third, the Brits fourth, and last to go will be the Italians. And here they are, Belbin and Agosto. I've just got a feeling, Chris, they're going to end up gold medalists.
After this or after the free dance?
After the free dance.
Do you?
I just think it's fate. No more than that. It's a terrific story for a couple who seem to be going nowhere, and suddenly they've been given the chance here and they've taken it. Just the way the judges is going as well so far. We shall see.
Yeah, you may be right. There's a long way to go yet, though. A lot of skating to be done.
It's going to be hanging on a knife edge, I think, right to the very end. It shall spice it up even further. I think there'll be, less than a mark between first, second, and maybe even third as well.
Will make for a fantastic free dance if that's the case. And I hope you're right.
Well, they've had to wait their time, these two. They've had to suffer many blows after getting the silver medal back in 2005. It just seemed a natural destiny, almost that the next year they would be world champions and no one was going to beat them for 2 or 3, but it just hasn't happened at all. If anything, they've gone backwards. Can they reverse it now? She's originally from Canada, but they'll forgive her that if she wins the gold tomorrow. They always look so relaxed.
They represent the United States.
He's had all these problems with his back, but he said he's ready now for the week, and he's called it a dogfight. And that's what it may turn out to be. So from the USA, tap dance routine for Tanith Belbin and Benjamin Agosto. Well, the applause earlier on was built into the music, but not right now. She's got $1 million smile, and she might be worth a few million if they can win this world title tomorrow night. Have they done enough to get into first position going into tomorrow?
Well, one thing's for dead sure, they're in the frame, they're in the mix. No doubt about that. That really was a good performance. How good, we'll have to wait and see. A couple of question marks. One would be the first spin. It was an easier spin. In fact, the program on the whole, I think, was perhaps a little easier than the Russians, but it was performed beautifully. Sometimes that's the way to go. I think they're the only couple so far as well that have opted to do the circular step sequence clockwise, which is interesting for the choreography. Great first set of twizzles. Really, really fast there. Difficult position with a free leg in front. A little bit slower on the next set, but no problems. Perfect unison. And they're just so light on their feet all the way through. You can't help smiling when you watch them. Little bit of a slip there from Benjamin as he pushed onto that inside edge. Just caught the boot, I think, but nothing really to worry about.
Looks just as good, if not better, in slow-mo. And they really do create a real sense of enjoyment. And what I admire about these two as much as anything is they have taken some severe blows in the last 3 or 4 years, and they've smiled their way through it. Behind the scenes, there's probably been an awful lot going on, but they've taken them seemingly on the chin, and here they are, and maybe they're getting their just rewards this week. Gennady and Nathalie are alongside. This is the moment.
Thanks, everybody. Hi, Mary. I love you.
Number 64-68 is the score from Domnina and Chavelin.
Benjamin Agosto.
Hold your breath.
The original dance score, please.
Here's the drum roll.
The original dance score.
Oh, yes. Now, they're going to be second. They're going to win on the original. And if my maths is right, they'll close the gap on Domnina and Chavelin. But the important thing is they have won the original dance. Second place, but they're in position now to win gold. So real excitement now to the couple in fourth place. Their goal to try and get on the podium if they possibly can. 6th last year, an up and down year, but really good in US Nationals. 4th place after the Paso Doble. Some Charleston now from Merrill Davis and Charlie White. Thing for Charlie now is control. That looked great.
Oh no! Just lost it at the end.
How about that for difficulty? And for enjoyment. One of the most enjoyable routines of the night. I always just hold my heart in my mouth really when he's skating, because it is a zillion miles an hour and he is prone to mistakes, but when he gets it right, he is phenomenal. And she too. Well, one big error we saw at the end of the twizzles, but apart from that, Chris, pretty good.
Yeah, it was just a little rough around the edges here and there, wasn't it? Because it is so frenetic. And I think that's their trump card. It's either going to work for them or it's not, isn't it? It's Monte Carlo or bust. And tonight, well, I don't think it was Monte Carlo. Just overcooked it a couple of times. I love watching them skate, though. He really can skate. Goodness me, look at the speed of those twizzles. Now watch at the end here, just gets over the toe, I think. Yep, whoa. But he's so quick and light on his feet. He gets the momentum going and gets back into the program so quick. A lesser skater would have got left behind there because she's moving. Look at the knee bend here, this footwork, really working the skate. And even here, he was a little over the front of the skate. Bit of a stutter at the beginning, into the twizzles there and lost it again. Yeah, it is heart in your mouth stuff, isn't it?
Well, they certainly couldn't have given him more.
No.
And it is a great routine.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Look at that on those twizzles. Difficult. Rocker at the end of that. Wow, entertaining.
Virtually unscathed. House card we're going to find out right now. They should slot into third place. I'm pretty sure they will. Not looking up with a lot of hope.
Original dance score, please. The original dance scores for Merrill Davis.
62-60 up.
United States.
There'll be no change.
This is the new season's best.
New season's best for them, and it's been some season. Won the Skate Canada event. Third place it is. So it's America first, Russia second, America third. Now for the Canadians who won silver in Gothenburg. But they're not without a shout now of gold. It's going to be wide open, that's for sure. It's a Charleston routine for Tessa Virtue and Scott Moyer for Canada.
Again, he's struggling. Not the start they were looking for.
One of the things I most admire about ice dancers is their ability at the very top level not to make it feel like it's a competition, but I wasn't aware of that then. I was aware of the elements. I was aware of the determination, and there were a few bumps and bruises along the way, just a few raggedy moments, and it didn't really work for me.
No, they'll be the first to admit that was not a good skate. They've done that program an awful lot better than that. That was hard work. Now remember, they haven't had ideal preparation here. She's had terrible trouble with the shins, and I think that showed in the performance there. They just haven't run through it enough. They're not championship ready. And the bad thing is, if it's bad here, it may well be a lot worse when it comes to the free dance. They're not in tip-top shape at all.
No, and it's interesting, isn't it, because she's had the shin problems, but it also, I mean, what it has meant is that they've both been off the ice, and it seems to have affected him, there's a good example, more than her.
Yeah, on the night, certainly. And it's just doing the program. There's no substitute. You can get yourself as fit as you like off ice training, doing all the things right, eating the right things, getting yourself strong, get the cardio work in, but if you don't get out and run through that program, it's all a waste of time, and that looks like the problem to me. Only they know what they've been through and how much they've been able to prepare for this, but every element, to be honest with you, looked a bit of a struggle. Such a shame.
It is a shame, and it'll be interesting to see how they drop. They should slot into third place because it's the Kurds to go and the Italians after that, but I'm not sure they will. Third place at the moment held by Davis and White, 62.60. That wasn't perfect, but I mean, just below them, Péchalat and Bourzat, 61.83. Was it that good? For me, it wasn't. Was it as good as Koklova and Nowitzki, 61.68? For me, it wasn't.
Hi, Grandpa Mac
But
at home in Illiton, Ontario. Grandpa
we'll see.
Wire.
He looks pretty downbeat. You can imagine. They may be in for a nasty moment here.
Yeah, it's tough. That was a tough couple of minutes for them out there. But they worked hard. Didn't throw the towel in at any point. Difficult to keep those smiles going and that charisma going between them.
The original dance score, please.
Yeah, 61.05. They've come out of it unscathed to a certain extent. That's going to slot them in 6th place. But for me, they're lucky with the score, not with the placing. 3rd place at the moment. Overall, 6th on the night with 2 to go. So here are the British champions for the last 6 years. The best they've done at Worlds, 8th last year, but they go in with new credentials, bronze medalists at the European Championships in Helsinki. They're lying in 8th place, but they're within a shout of moving up. Things could close up fairly dramatically. They need that season's best and more. Sinead and John, with some Lindy Hop and West Coast swing from the 40s.
goodness the twizzles are over.
Just great. Well, they were saying yesterday that they didn't feel any pressure because they didn't feel in the hunt for a medal here. And they certainly skated like that. A zillion miles an hour from Sinead and John Kerr.
Sinead Kerr and John Kerr.
Well, that's the best I've seen them skate, I think. Absolutely brilliant. Breathtaking. When that music changed and got upbeat towards the end there, my heartbeat was going 90 to the dozen. Oh, goodness me. Fantastic. Well done, guys. A brilliant job. Well, one thing with these two, you're always guaranteed 110%. Sometimes it doesn't quite work, but today, absolutely brilliant. John on the twizzles. That's been his nemesis, but not tonight.
And they do the twizzles at such a breathtaking speed.
The whole thing, every single movement is done to the max.
And fraught with danger at the speed that they go.
Oh, yes.
But no mishaps.
No, they're really on their game this evening.
And the free dance is a crowd pleaser as well. Now, have they closed the gap at all? You'd hope so. The couple who are lying in front of them in one place are still to go. The couple who are two in front of them, Péchalat and Bourzat, got highly marks, and rightly so. So it's going to be tricky. It's really the Italians they've got their eyes on.
Well, all they could do really was put in a good performance and put the pressure on the Italians as they're next to go, and that's what they've done. The Italians are going to have to be right on their game this evening.
Evgeny Platov, twice Olympic champion, of course, with Alexander Grishuk.
Everyone in Princeton, you probably watch this on YouTube.
Everyone back in Ireland, everyone in America.
He's absolutely thrilled, you know, with that.
Hey, Kristian Simon on British Eurosport.
The scores, please.
Thanks for that.
Sinead Kerr and John Kerr.
Okay, come on, judges.
Robert, hey Wilson,
Yeah, Rob. Hey, Robert.
so you can be with us.
The original dance score, please.
Agonizing.
The original dance scores for Sinead Kerr and John
Great.
Kerr.
Not great, I'm afraid.
Is 60.13. This is a new season
It's seventh.
best.
No danger of being overtaken. It's
Is
just a little,
95.43.
yeah,
And they're currently in 7th place.
it's a little dissatisfying because we thought it was better than that, but no harm done. They may move up one depending on the Italians to come.
And the remaining couples couples here competing on behalf of Italy. Please welcome.
Not that we're biased.
Federica Fiala and Massimo Scali.
And we do love these Italians. I mean, she is so captivating. And here with her sailor friend, Federica Fiala, Massimo Scali. Tap dance and slow foxtrot from the Italians in 7th place going into the original dance.
Let the dance floor be your lever. Step lightly as a feather. Let the girls go.
Oh dear. I'm sorry, but he did let himself go.
Let yourself go. Let yourself go. Relax and let yourself go. Relax, you got yourself tied up in a knot. The night is cold, but the music's hot. Come, get together. Let the dance floor be your lever. Step as lightly as a feather. Let yourself go.
It's almost like he was hearing the words, let yourself go. He just not let himself go, he let her go as well, and he'll pay for that. Oh. What on earth was that?
No
What a
need to
look.
say anything, have you? They'll be going home in separate buses this evening, I think. Well, the only fall of the evening.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, from Italy,
Well,
Federica Fiala and Massimo
believe us,
Scali.
we didn't wish it on them. Not at all. They are a super couple, and they've given us such entertainment through the years. But I still think they should behave, or she should behave better than that. She's still glaring at him.
Well, they haven't said anything to each other yet, have they?
No. Do you think that's going to last long once they disappear?
It happens when you're on the limit and you're pushing it. It can happen. And in fact, on the element before, on the twizzles, she let her weight go a little bit too far forwards. Another turn and she'd have been in trouble, I think. And then it was straight after that that it all went wrong for poor old Massimo. Well, up to that point, it was all looking good. Just clipped his feet together, tried to save himself, and then took her down as well. In fact, it looks as though he hurt himself. He did, yeah.
Do you think she'll be sympathetic? For a single moment? She might add to his woes.
So while there's moonlight
and music and love and romance.
Well, all credit to them. They came back strong at the end of the program, but the damage was done. Not a happy kiss and cry.
They may have to rename it. So every chance then that Sinead and John will be moving up. Their score, remember, 60.13. But there's not just a lack of scoring here, there'll be deduction.
The original dance score, please.
She can hardly bear to look.
The original dance scores.
Ooh, 55.92.
They are going to drop like a stone.
55.92.
And they may find themselves out of the top 10.
Total score.
Not even in the penultimate group. Oh, they're okay. 8th place.
8th place.
So they've just dropped one, which is surprising. And you might wonder how on earth that can happen. And to be honest, a lot of us are shaking their heads.
Finals will be held tomorrow evening right here at 6:30.
But there's the score going into the free program. Domnina and Shabalin lead for Russia. Then it's Belbin and Agosto. So close now, within a mark. Virtue and Moyer in 3rd place, but only just. Merrill Davis and Charlie White have closed up. Sinead and John 7th by 3 marks over the Italians. But the Italians very, very lucky to be where they are. And lower down. Fraser and Lukanen dropping. Philippa Towler-Green and Philip Poole finish in 22nd place, so they will qualify for the free dance tomorrow. And those 6 won't. A reminder that the free dance will be tomorrow night here in Los Angeles, and we'll record it for you and show it to you on Saturday morning at 8:30 British time, 9:30 Central European. And don't forget the men's free tomorrow at 9 o'clock, or just before 9 o'clock British time, around 10 to 9, 10 to 10 Central European. It's these two, Domnina and Shabalin, who lead going into the free. From Los Angeles, goodbye from Chris and myself.